Morning was really, really clear. This is not so attractive. Yeah, this is the point where they're thinking about, is it safe to rally it yet? Because like this is the point where a lot of people start to quit. Like we give them mental stimulation in the morning and then we let them sit for a little bit. They'll be squirming in their chairs. Like literally, I find it incredibly likely that the average human being is distracted and not thinking about the market. So I find that very, very likely. The institutions obviously can move it whenever they want, right? And they choose to do this because they know it has an impact on people. They could obviously go straight into the next thing, but they know that when they do this, it has an impact. So they do this regularly. And what does it end like usually? Usually it ends with big movements at times that people typically aren't there, where it's most likely to avoid most people, it will give the value. And it's not always like that. You want to know what's funny? Is it if it gives the value overnight, gives the value overnight, gives the value overnight, the people will see that. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to try and follow, and they're going to go overnight. And guess what it's going to happen? It's going to go sideways overnight for them. That's what it's going to do. Because they didn't anticipate shit. They're just trying to have it do what it just did again for them. And that's embarrassing, In my opinion, because they're so far from being able to calculate what's going to happen that all they can do is look at what just happened and beg for it to happen for them. And I'm like, that's not control. Anything that was done past the origin point of that trend was bought out instantly. I'm like, does this not paint a clear picture that they were trying to make it difficult for long traders, that they don't want you in for this long trade? That they don't want you in for this line? Like, that's the number one trend. When we're at there, we'll be at the VWAP bands. Remember before we were attacking the VWAP bands a lot, right? We were attacking the VWAP bands a lot, right? What did that lead to? It led to attacking the VWAP, right? Now we dump from the VWAP, but guess what? Next time we might not. Next time we might go to the other side where the VWAP bands are above. And that's what I'm looking for. As we are going on to my arrows, like I said, they bail out at times like that. Like, that's the time where they bail, and we're trying to start it up. Nobody's really biting, which is great. I mean, I think this consolidation's really effective in the sense that it got rid of a lot of people. Reminds me of a inverse head and shoulders to head and shoulders. Oh, 3 drives. Supposed to come back up to 3. No, we'll grab your stops, then go up. Which to me is a signal that they're trying to get people out of the way more aggressively now than before. Almost at the red. This is a head and shoulders that I was talking about. This is potentially where we break out, to be fair, on this pattern, just to give it to the public. The public's been experiencing this pattern working. I think that they won't make it work as many times as they've made it fail, and that we're still overall in a domain that can benefit off of it failing more than it working, and we've just dangled it working in front of some people a few times. And usually what we do is we go like this, and I'm looking for this to stop altogether. Like, not doing that. That's not even working. But they think it is. They think it is because they can benefit off of this little fart in the wind. But no, I want this to change. And at the end of the day, we're failing it. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. Like I said, what they think right now is going to be, rendered insignificant and less important in the name of change. And they don't respect that change. They want repetition. So this is them. This is the market fucking them really bad because they don't understand. Put themselves in the situation where this pattern hurts them, and it's embarrassing. We got three arrows on the chart, and they all point to the same spot. The red yellow line that we just came up and attacked, miserably failing the head and shoulders, making it so that anyone that was ever short through that entire pattern's existence is now down, and the institutions planned for it. I mentioned here that we could break out. Like, it fucking broke out big time. So at the end of the day, we're almost 100 points away now from the trend break. Yeah, more than that. From that right shoulder high, almost 100 points away. This is the thing that people struggle to wait for. Look at it go. Absolute explosion on command, which is, in my opinion, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. We've also got a test of this red zone from above coming in. Might test this blue and white line from above too, and make it relatively similar, but ultimately I am bullish on being able to get to the VWAP. And I made that very clear. So any pauses that we make, any retracements that we make, I do expect them to be bought out. I do expect them to be bought out. All of them to the VWAP. And I don't care at what time, when it's difficult, that's the best time. Clearly, right? So don't be afraid to be on at a time that's inconvenient.